Are we stream? A stream. Welcome to the final stream of the week for the Master Key System. Today this morning we're going to be reading our final reading of chapter 2 of our 24-week reading regimen that we're going to be doing, with the reading of the chapters and the doing of the exercises followed in the chapters from the book. We are on week 2 of 24, finishing up week 2, moving forward to week 3. But before we get to our next opponent, we got to finish up week 2 and get down this mastery of this exercise that he wants us to do in this book. So let us get into it. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful Saturday morning. Me and my wife are going to go to Disney after this. So if you guys want to see what's good with you football, welcome to the stream. If you guys want to see the Disney Nights horrors, let me know now, because I won't be able to find out later because it doesn't start till 6 p.m. So we're going to Universal. Appreciate the like, comments, always football. We're going to Universal today, and then we're going to do the Disney Halloween Horror Night. So if y'all want to see the Disney Halloween Horror Night live on live stream, if they allow that, let me know now, and then I'll get everything prepared for later on today. But to get into what we're going to do now, chapter 2 of the Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell. Hey, tell your mama happy birthday, football. Happy birthday to football's mom. Happy birthday to football's mom. Happy birthday, football's mom. Happy birthday to you. You should have showed your mom that. She would have been extremely happy. I feel like it. She would have smiled. Hopefully you showed her that, and hopefully that made her birthday even that much better. She doesn't know me, and she shouldn't. She has no reason to. But hopefully she sees this later in the future, and it makes her day better. Okay, but let's get into what we got to get into, because your boy has a busy day. But if you do want to see, just to reiterate, if you do want to see Disney's Horror Night live on the channel later on today, around 6 p.m. Eastern Time, let me know now, and then I'll make sure we have everything ready for a stream later on this afternoon. But if not, then I'll just go have fun. I'll just go have fun. You feel me? No, it's later on at 6 p.m. We're doing the Disney Horror Night tonight at 6 p.m. So, if you want to see that, let me know. All right, but let's get into chapter 2 of the Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell. Part 2. Our difficulties are largely due to confused ideas and ignorance of our own interests. The great task is to discover the laws of nature to which we are to adjust ourselves. Clear thinking and more insight are, therefore, of an incalculable value. All processes, even those of thought, rest on solid foundations. The keener the sensibilities, the more acute the judgment. The more delicate the taste, the more refined the moral feelings. The more subtle the intelligence, the loftier the aspiration. The pure and more intense are the gratifications which existence yields. Hence, it is that the study of the best has been thought in the world gives supreme pleasure. The powers, uses, and possibilities of the mind under the new interpretations are incomparably more wonderful than the most extravagant accomplishment, or even dreams of material progress. Thought is energy. Active thought is active energy. Concentrated thought is a concentrated energy. Thought concentrated on a definite purpose becomes power. This is the power which is, page 14, being used by those who do not believe in the virtue of poverty or the beauty of self-denial. They perceive that this is the talk of weaklings. The ability to perceive and manifest this power depends upon the ability to recognize the infinite energy ever dwelling in man, constantly creating and recreating his body and mind, and ready at any moment to be made manifest through him in any needful manner. In the exact portion of the recognition of this truth will be the manifestation in the outer life of the individual. Part 2 explains the method by which this is accomplished. Now we're going to start reading part 2. Do it again. I got you. Okay. Happy birthday, dear football's mom. Happy birthday, dear football's mom. Happy birthday, football's mom. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great one, a wonderful birthday. Have a great birthday. Happy birthday, football's mom. Happy birthday. I hope she saw it. I hope it wasn't like too choppy or like. I mean, I'm using the hotel's Wi-Fi right now. I'm using the hotel's Wi-Fi right now, so hopefully the quality is okay. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into reading. The operations of the mind are produced by two parallel modes of activity, the one conscious and the other subconscious. Professor Davidson says, "He who thinks to eliminate the whole range of mental action by the light of his own consciousness is not unlike the one who should go about to illuminate the universe with a rushlight." The subconscious logical processes are carried on with a certainty and regularity, which would be impossible if there existed the possibility of error. Our mind is so designed that it prepares for us the most important foundations of cognition, whilst we have not the slightest apprehension of the modus operandi. The subconscious soul, like a benevolent stranger, works and makes provision for our benefit, pouring only the mature fruit into our lap. Thus, Ultimate Analysis of Thought, page 15, processes shows that the subconscious is the theater of the most important mental phenomena. It is through the subconscious that Shakespeare must have perceived, without effort, great truths which are hidden from the conscious mind of the student, that Phidias fashioned marble and bronze, that Raphael painted Madonnas, and Beethoven composed symphonies. Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the consciousness. Playing the piano, skating, operating the typewriter, the skilled trades depend for perfect execution on the process of the subconscious mind. The marvel of playing a brilliant piece on the piano while at the same time conducting a vigorous conversation shows the greatness of our subconscious powers. We are all aware how dependent we are upon the subconscious. And the greater, the nobler, the more brilliant our thoughts are, the more it is obvious to ourselves that the origin lies beyond our ken. We find ourselves endowed with tact, instinct, sense of beautiful in art, music, etc., of whose origin or dwelling place we are wholly unconscious. The value of the subconscious is enormous. It inspires us, it warns us, it furnishes us with names, facts, and scenes from the storehouse of memory. It directs our thoughts, taste, and accomplishes tasks so intricate that, page 16, no conscious mind, even if it had the power, has the capacity for it. We can walk at will. We can raise the arm whenever we choose to do so. We can give our attention through eye or ear to any subject at pleasure. On the other hand, we cannot stop our heartbeats, nor the circulation of the blood, nor the growth of stature, nor the formation of nerve and muscle tissue, nor the building of the bones, nor many other vital processes. If we compare these two sets of action, the one decreed by the will of the moment, and the other proceeding in majestic rhythmic course, subject to no vacillation, but constant at every moment, we stand in awe of the latter, and ask to have the mystery explained. We see at once that these are the vital processes of our physical life, and we cannot avoid the inference that these all-important functions are designedly withdrawn from the domain of our outward will with its variations and transitions, and placed under the direction of a permanent and dependable power within us. Of these two powers, the outward and changeable has been termed the conscious mind, or the objective mind, dealing with outward objects. The interior power is called the subconscious mind, or the subjective mind. And besides its work on the mental plane, it controls the regular functions which make physical life possible. Page 17. Excuse me, chat, one second. Excuse me. Page 17. It is necessary to have a clear understanding of their respective functions on the mental plane, as well as of certain other basic principles, perceiving and operating through the five physical senses. The conscious mind deals with the impressions and objects of the outward life. It has the faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility of choice. It has the power of reasoning, whether inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic. And this power may be developed to a high degree. It is a seat of the will with all the energies that flow therefrom. Not only can it impress other minds, but it can direct the subconscious mind. In this way, the conscious mind becomes the responsible ruler and guardian of the subconscious mind. It is the high function which can completely reverse conditions in your life. It is often true that conditions of fear, worry, poverty, disease, inharmony, and evils of all kinds dominate us by reasons of false suggestions accepted by the unguarded subconscious mind. All this the trained conscious mind can entirely prevent by its vigilant protective action. It may be properly called the watchman at the gate of the great subconscious domain. One writer has expressed the chief distinction between the two phases of mind. Thus, conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. Hey, tell us a happy birthday one more time. For real. Alright, so let's get into this on page 17 really quickly. So, it is often true that conditions that we don't want dominate us by false suggestions, accepted by the unguarded subconscious mind. All this the trained conscious mind can entirely prevent by its vigilant protective action. It may be probably called the watchman at the gate of the great subconscious domain. One writer has expressed the chief distinction between the two phases of mind. Thus, conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. And that's what we want to break down really quickly. What is past reasoning will? It is the conscious mind, things that you have already create, you have already accepted and chose. That's the words we're going to use. That chose from choice, that you have already chose to be a part of your life. So, things that are habitual. What do you do every single day? Brushing your teeth. You have already decided that brushing your teeth is a necessity of your life. That is something you do by habit every single day, regardless. You take a shower. That's something you do by habit every single day, by choice. That is something that you consciously have decided and to yourself that is something that I should be doing every day. Because I don't want to stink, and I don't want my breath to stink. And what happens? What is the effect from the cause of you getting up to brush your teeth every single day, or to go take a shower every single day? Is that you smell good. That is the relationship between the conscious and the subconscious. Your conscious, right, decides what you will be doing today. What am I going to allow myself to do today? Am I going to sit on my phone all day and watch TikToks all day? Nothing wrong with that if you want to do that. Has nothing to do with anything. That's just an example, right? Am I going to watch TikToks all day or watch YouTube all day, right? Or am I going to go outside and go get some fresh air? Now, the following things that happen to follow that up are subconsciously created, right? Either you get your dopamine that you want from TikTok or YouTube, or you go outside and get some fresh air and maybe clear your mind, right? The effect is the result. What is the result of something that you chose to do, right? So make good choices and reap your beautiful harvest. Make great choices or choices that you agreed with in your life, and then reap the bountiful harvest. You feel me? All right, next. Page 18. The subconscious mind draws just and accurate inferences from premises furnished from outside sources. Where the premise is true, the subconscious mind reaches a faultless conclusion. But where the premise or suggestion is an error, the whole structure falls. The subconscious mind does not engage in the process of proving. It relies upon the conscious mind, the watchman at the gate, to guard it from mistaken impressions. So what does this paragraph right here on page 18? Paragraph 16. What is this saying really quickly? It is reiterating what I just said. The subconscious makes everything happen immediately. Once you make choice, once you have already started to chatter in your mind about how that's supposed to play out, then it's already done. That's what we discussed in our last reading of chapter 2 before we did the meditation. Whatever you have discussed, as soon as you see something, it's already happening, right? That's what you have to catch if you really want to make your life however you want to make your life. That voice that starts talking immediately as soon as you see something, change the conversation. And that's the best thing to do. Because that is the watchman at the gate. That watchman that's creating all that conversation that's happening is speaking directly to your subconscious, speaking directly to yourself, right? And it's like, okay, this is how life is going to play out, right? So grab that, change the expression, change the conversation that's being had to a positive one. Oh, I see this in the window, but that is something I could possibly have in life. Instead of, dang, I don't have the bread to afford this. I could probably have that. I hope this works out in my favor in some way that I can actually have it. And that's the actual conversation to have. Not saying it out loud after you've already had a thought, but saying it preemptively. Preventative maintenance, right? Preemptively before you have that conversation that's negatively charged towards what you actually want in life, which is whatever you're looking at, right? All right, let's keep going. All right, paragraph 17. Receiving any suggestion that's true, the subconscious mind at once proceeds to act thereon in the whole domain of its tremendous field of work. The conscious mind can suggest either truth or error. If the latter, it is at the cost of a wide-reaching peril to the whole being. The conscious mind, the conscious mind ought to be on duty during every waking hour. When the watchman is off guard, or when his calm judgment is suspended under a variety of circumstances, then the subconscious mind is unguarded and left open to suggestion from all sources. During the wild excitement of panic, or during the height of anger, or the impulses of the irresponsible mob, or at any other time of unrestrained passion, the conditions are most dangerous. The subconscious mind is then open to suggestion of fear, hatred, selfishness, greed, self-appreciation, and other negative forces derived from surrounding persons or circumstances. The result is usually unwholesome, in the extreme, with effects that may endure to distress it for a long time. Hence, the great importance of guarding the subconscious mind from false impressions. Sorry, Chad, I tore it to pieces because my throat is really itchy. Cannot dunk yet. Hey, we there. We're for sure grabbing the rim with the ball in our hands. We need maybe one more inch of jump power to really dunk the ball actually completely 100%. We need maybe like an inch, like a half inch to an inch, a little more jump, and then we're dunking. So update on the dunking football. About a half more inch, maybe a full inch, but we're right there now. We're really right there. The subconscious mind perceives by intuition. Hence, its processes are rapid. Like I just said, they happen instantaneously, right? The things that you ask for happen immediately. It does not wait for the slow methods of the conscious reasoning. In fact, it cannot employ them. The subconscious mind never sleeps, never rests, any more than does your heart or your blood. It has been found that by plainly stating to the subconscious mind certain specific things to be accomplished, forces are set in operation that lead to the result desired. Here then is a source of power which places us in touch with omnipotence. Herein is a deep principle which is well worth our most earnest study. The operation of this law is interesting. Those who put it into operation find that when they go out to meet the person with whom they anticipate a difficult interview, something has been there before them and dissolved the supposed differences. Everything is changed. All is harmonious. They find that when some difficult business problem presents itself, they can afford to make delay, and something suggests the proper solution. Everything is properly arranged. In fact, those who have learned to trust the subconscious find that they have infinite resources at their command. Page 20. The subconscious mind is the seat of our principles and aspirations. It is the fount of our artistic and altruistic ideals. These instincts can be overthrown by an elaborate and gradual process of undermining in the innate principles. Okay, so what does that mean? Let's read that one more time. Is a gym there so you can duck on? If there's a gym around, if we so happen to find a gym, then I'll make a YouTube short of me going for a dunk. I got you. If we find a gym or a goal in any place that I can actually go and try to dunk on, then I'll make a YouTube short on trying to dunk. All right. Let's read that again, though. The subconscious mind is the seat of our principles and our aspirations. It is a fount of our artistic and altruistic ideals. These instincts can only be overthrown by an elaborate and gradual process of undermining the innate principles. What is being stated here on page 20 Oh, is there a basketball court that you can dunk? We'll have to find one. On page 20, um, paragraph 22. All right, 2022. These instincts can only be overthrown by an elaborate and gradual process of undermining the innate principles. What does that mean? That means by people around you. This is why having good people in your space is very important, and I will continue to always say this on the channel. Having good people in your vicinity is a very important thing to have. They help you with yourself on a day-to-day basis. Everybody in life questions themselves at some point in their life, right? But having good people around you keeps you on the right track. And in this situation, the elaborate undermining and gradual process of deflating your innate principles can happen when you're in a low spot and you have people around you that are not good influences on you. You're in a low place, and then they influence you to do stuff that you shouldn't be doing in that low place, right? Now you're in an even lower place, right? Or if you have good people around you, you're in a low place, but they know how they know you, they love you, and they know how to bring you back up, to bring you in and build on your innate principles, build on that ground that you already have laid out for you. You're either have good people that are around you that are going to help you build on that ground or destroy the ground under your feet. You know? So I and I'll always stress, not stress, but push, right? To have good people around you, to have good people that help you build on your foundation around you, right? That you can trust. You trust their guidance, their principles, and the way they're going in life. So always be vigilant of having good people in your circle, good people in your space. Okay, paragraph 23. The subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. Hence, if it has accepted wrong suggestions, the sure method of overcoming them is by the use of a strong counter-suggestion, frequently repeated, which the mind must accept, thus eventually forming new and healthy habits of thought and life. For the subconscious mind is a seat of habit. That which we do over and over becomes mechanical. Habit. We talked about it a couple minutes ago. It is no longer an act of judgment, but has worn its deep grooves in the subconscious mind. This is favorable for us if the habit be wholesome and right. Brush your teeth, taking a shower. Wholesome and right habits right there, you know? Wholesome and right. If it be harmful and wrong, the remedy is to recognize the omnipotence of the subconscious mind and suggest present actual freedom. What did that line right there say? That said, even no matter what time, no matter how you feel about in life, the only thing you need to do, right, to change, to remedy, is to recognize the God's power. If you don't have a entity that you believe in, or a religion that you believe in, or an almighty power you believe in, then the struggles that you deal with on a day-to-day basis will seem like such a big thing to you, because that is the body of your life, right? If your body is taking damage, you think, oh man, I'm hurting, I need to go to the hospital, something's wrong with me, right? But if your body is strong, right? If your body is built on a strong foundation, if it's built of character, you know, of your moral grounds, if it's built of a very strong foundation, then when you go to do something that's out of the ordinary, you believe that it's possible. You believe you can do it because you believe that the all-powerful being that brought you here has the power to make that happen. You know, has the power to make that happen, right? And through you, it makes that happen. Through you is how it happens. So if you believe in something that's stronger and greater than you, right? If you believe there's something greater than you out there, right? Then you have the faith to believe that these things can happen in life. But if you believe in nothing, right, then everything is on your shoulders. And if you don't believe that you can do crazy things, wonderful things, then the weight of the world is crazy, right? Jesus, for sure. I believe in Jesus, but I don't really put my religion out there on the internet. But yeah, if you believe in something that's strong, then you have the power to make those things happen. But if you believe in nothing but yourself, then everything's on your shoulders, right? And if you don't believe you can do it, then it won't get done. You know? So that's why I always, for myself, I go over my own belief systems, right? I go over my belief systems, and if I'm having troubles with something I actually desire in life, then I have to realize that I'm believing what's happening is I believe that my God is not strong enough to make it happen. That is literally the root cause of whatever my struggle is. Is in myself that my belief is not strong enough. And that's okay. Because the only thing I have to do is change that. Because it's me. It's nobody else. I'm not doing it for nobody else. I'm doing it for myself. It's not hard. It's me. I've been with me for 26 years now. You feel me? So the longer you learn yourself, the more you grow with yourself, and the more passionate you are about your own well being. The easier and easier this stuff gets. All right. Now let's get to paragraph 24. To sum up, the normal functions of the subconscious on the physical side have to do with the regular and vital processes, with the preservation of life and the restoration of health, with the care of offspring, which includes an instinctive desire to preserve all life and improve conditions generally. Page 21. On the mental side, it is the storehouse of memory. It harbors the wonderful thought messengers who work unhampered by time or space. It is the foundation of the practical initiative and constructive forces of life. It is the seat of habit. On the spiritual side, it is the source of ideals, as of aspiration, of the imagination, and is a channel through which we recognize our divine source. And in proportion as we recognize the divinity, do we come into understanding of the source of power. Someone may ask, how can the subconscious change conditions? The reply is, because the subconscious is part of the universal mind, and a part must be in same kind and quality as the whole. As we know, the only difference is of one degree. The whole, as we know, is creative. In fact, it is the only creator there is. Consequently, we find that mind is creative, and as thought is the only activity which the mind possesses, thought must necessarily be creative also. But we shall find that there is a vast difference between simply thinking and directing our thought consciously, systematically, and constructively. When we do this, we place our mind in harmony with the universal mind. We come in tune with the infinite. We set in operation the mightiest force in existence, the creative power of the page 22, universal mind. This as everything else is governed by natural law, and this law is the law of attraction, which is that mind is creative and will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation. Last week I gave you an exercise for the purpose of securing control of the physical body. If you have accomplished this, you are ready to advance. This time you will begin to control your thoughts. Always take the same room, the same chair, and the same position. If possible. In this situation for me, it's not possible. I'm not in my house. Right? I'm in a hotel room. So this is my seat and my chair for today's meditation. In some cases, it is not convenient to take the same room. In this case, simply make the best use of conditions as may be available. Exactly. Now be perfectly still as before, but inhibit all thought. This will give you control over all thoughts of care, worry, and fear, and will enable you to entertain only the kind of thoughts you desire. Continue this exercise until you gain complete mastery. You will not be able to do this for more than a few moments at a time, but the exercise is valuable because it will be a very practical demonstration of the great number of thoughts which are constantly trying to gain access to your mental world. Next week, you will receive instructions for an exercise which may be a little more interesting. So stay tuned for next week. But it is necessary that you master this one first. Okay, page 23. We're gonna read this quote, and then we're gonna read the study questions and answers in the book. Cause and effect is as absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought as in the world of visible and material things. Mind is the master weaver, both of the interior garment of character and the outward garment of circumstance. James Allen. Part 2, study questions with answers. What are the two modes of mental activity, conscious and subconscious? Upon what do ease and perfection depend? Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the conscious mind. What is the value of the subconscious? It is enormous. It guides us, warns us, it controls the vital processes, and is the seat of memory. What are some functions of the conscious mind? It has the faculty of discrimination. It has the power of reasoning. It is the seat of the will and may impress the subconscious. Page 24. How has the distinction between the conscious and the subconscious been expressed? Conscious mind is reasoning will. The subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. What method is necessary in order to impress the subconscious? Mentally state what is wanted. What would be the result? If the desire is in harmony with the forward movement of the great whole, forces will be set in motion, which will bring about the result. What is the result of the operation of this law? Our environment reflects conditions corresponding to a predominant mental attitude, which we entertain. What name has been given to this law? The law of attraction. How is the law stated? Thought is a creative energy and will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation. So, there's question 17 is what I want to reiterate before we get into our meditation. What will be the result? If the desire is in harmony with the forward movement of the great whole, forces will be set in motion, which will bring about the result. What is the great whole? The great whole, right, is for clarity on this question, is every single person on the planet is a single great whole. Every single individual on the planet is a single great whole. So what is this question talking about? It is talking about every single individual and their morals, their great whole, their whole encompassing moral ground, right, that they stand on. Anything they ask for has to be in harmony with their moral grounds, with their great whole. If it is not in harmony with their moral grounds and their great whole, then it won't come through the great whole. It won't come through the great whole. Simple. It's just that simple. But if their moral grounds, right, is in harmony, if their moral ground and their great whole are in harmony with the desire, right, then it comes through the hole. It's like a portal. Think of it as like a big portal in your belly that when you ask for stuff, if it's actually good and you actually want to eat this and you want to enjoy this, then it comes through and goes to the belly. Just like food. When you want food, right? If it's in harmony with what you actually want to eat, right? You go eat it. You decide whether or not, I don't really want chicken today. We're not going to that chicken spot. Do I want steak? Nah, no steak. Alright, what do we want? Oh, we want to go to the Indian spot over there and get some chicken tikka masala. that's in harmony with you, with your moral ground. In this case, that's in harmony with your moral ground. It's just that it's really that simple of a concept, to be honest. That's in harmony. So that's what you go do. That's literally everything, what everything is. If it's in harmony with you, you go do it. But in this case, there's really nothing for you to do. If it's in harmony with you, it happens. You feel me? If you are cool with it, if you are comfortable, and if you can remain calm through that process, then it just happens. You feel me? So let's get into our practice for today. We're going to do 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of sitting quietly and shushing our thoughts. So whenever a thought comes up, I want you to just gently say, shh, not right now. Shh, not right now. Maybe later. Shh, not right now. That's all. That's all I want you to do. So we're going to sit quietly. We're going to leave the noise out. And we're going to, shh, not right now. You don't have to say it out loud, right? Just be quiet. Internally say, shh, not right. And whenever a thought comes, shh, not right now. Later on. That might be a good idea. Hold that note right there. That might be a good idea for later. But right now, shh, not right now. You feel me? So that's what we're going to do for the next 5 to 10 minutes. And we're going to finish up week 2 of the Master Key System of chapter 2 and our practice at the end of the chapter. And, hey, we got something to look forward to. Chapter 3. And what did he say? There's an interesting practice that we're going to be doing next week. There's an interesting practice we're going to be doing next week. So stay tuned for the interesting practice. Okay, so in about 10 seconds, we're going to sit quietly for about 5 to 10 minutes. And whatever thought comes up, shh, not right now. Maybe later. That might be a good idea. Shh, but not right now. All right. 3, 2, 1. That was kind of loud. All right, chat. Um, so it's been 10 minutes. Been 10 minutes of quiet time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you gained some valuable insight from this. And I'm always going to leave you with something for joining the stream. Okay, so if you notice anything with this meditation, and so we're gonna leave it off since this is the last one for the week. Um, so what you want to do and what you want to notice is that you are a more free flowing energy or free flowing whatever you want to see, you want to call it, right? Then you know the thought that happens is not your actual substance. You can move around the thought that's happening. You can move to different parts of your body if you want to. If you quiet your mind for a second and move yourself to where you to your hand, you can feel your hand. You can feel your hand is different, right? You can feel your hand start pulsating. You can feel the blood start rushing to different parts of your body. So what I want you to practice is, before we get to Monday or Tuesday, we're going to decide what day we're going to do the stream on. I want you to practice on moving your presence to different parts of your body. So I want you to not talk, not think, just be and move to your hand. And you can feel your hand. And then move back to your head. And then move to your other hand. You can feel that hand. Then move back to your head. Then move to your heart. You can feel your heart. Now back to your head. Then move to your stomach. You can feel your stomach. Now back to your head. Now move to your legs. And I want you to feel how every part of your body feels. I want you to feel how every part of your body feels. You got the whole weekend to do it. But I hope you do this for the next exercise of the week. It's going to be beneficial. So if you do this practice before our next week's exercise, our next week's chapter reading, then you will be ahead of the game. And since you're in this stream, I want you to be ahead of the game for sure, always. If we're in the Limitless Core, we're going to be ahead of the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm about to get ready because me and the wife are going to go to Universal. And if you do want to see us stream the Halloween Horror Nights at Universal tonight, let me know and we will go live. It's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right? Let me know. Go comment on the video on the channel or type it in the chat before we end. But let me know if you guys want to see that. But this is where we wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading or today's meditation. Go do it more in your free time if you want to. They get better and better and better. We always want to improve. And this has been chapter 2 of the Master Key System. We'll be doing 24 weeks. This is week 2. So we have 22 more weeks to go. Week 3 is just now starting. You feel me? So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back. And we're going to do the outro. We all got that limitless core, baby. I appreciate you. I might even love you, but I'm for sure glad you woke up today. And I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday, because I also want to have a great rest of mine. You feel me? So we out, and it's all good, bro. If you can make it, if you can't, it's all good. It's all good. It's your mom's birthday, bro. It don't really matter. It's crazy you're even here this whole time on your mom's birthday. Go spend time with your mom. Go spend time with my dudes for her birthday. She's going to appreciate it, right? But we out, and I hope to see you guys next time. And